Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Want our horses here, Tonto.
Them plenty thirsty.
Tonto, quicksand. Easy, Silver.
Silver and Scout know quicksand very dangerous.
Animals can often sense danger before we do. 3 shots, a signal of distress.
Somebody in trouble.
They came from over that ridge. Come on. Mary White Cloud, age 25, killed by renegades. Mary White Cloud Indian School.
Look like nobody work here in a long time, Kimsabe. Maybe that's why school not finished.
What about the shots we heard?
Oh.
Tonto.
Oh.
Listen.
Oh.
Come from inside building.
Oh. Oh.
Let's get this beam open. Now. Lucky for you, we heard those shots. You'll be all right. No bones broken.
I thought sure I was a goner when that ladder busted under me. The mask.
Well, I'm not an outlaw. My friend and I only want to help. What's your name?
Ben Sutherland. I'm a carpenter over at Alkali Springs.
Why were you lifting that beam by yourself?
Because I was the only one that cared about seeing Mary's Indian school get finished. After Mary got killed, why, people sort of forgot all about her.
Me understand. You not forget, you keep fresh flowers on grave.
Yes, Indian, I put 'em there. I never saw a human critter in all my days that had a bigger heart than she had.
Who was this Mary White Cloud?
She was a chief's daughter, who was educated in the East. This school was her one big dream. She wanted to see every child in her tribe get educated. And it cost her life.
How it cost her life?
Rich cattleman sent her 10,000 gold to build the school and hire teachers.
And these renegades killed her for the gold.
Yeah. Couple of drifters she had working for her. Steve Grote and a half-breed named Blackhawk.
Grote and Blackhawk. We tangled with them once in Montana.
Me remember them, Kimasabi, them plenty bad men.
Did these killers escape?
Well, Blackhawk did. A month ago, they caught Grote. As a matter of fact, he's being hanged today in Alkali Springs.
We've got to get him to town, but he's in no shape to ride.
Me get wagon at Alkali Spring, Kimasabi.
Blackhawk, are you local? Don't you realize there's $1,000 reward for you in this town, dead or alive?
I aim to stay alive for $10,000 in gold.
Gold?
Yeah. The money me and Grote stole a year ago from Mary White Cloud, only he hid it without giving me my cut.
So that's why you come back. Do you know where it is?
No, but you do. And you're gonna tell me where it is.
You're mistaken, Blackhawk. Grote's never told me where the money was. Never told anyone, and I doubt very much if he's going to, because it's 1:30 now, and at 2 o'clock they're gonna hang him.
That gives you a half hour to find out where he hid it. You better get started.
Me?
You're his lawyer.
Mistaken again, Blackhawk. You're forgetting that I was disbarred right in the middle of his trial. He wouldn't give me the time of day.
That's your tough luck. Either you find out where Groat's got that gold hidden, or I'm gonna put a bullet in you.
Now, wait a minute, Blackhawk. Don't get nervous. I'll talk to him. If I do talk to him and he does tell me where the money is, do we split 50-50?
Maybe. I'll think it over. But you double-cross me and you ain't gonna live long.
Oh, Sheriff. I was wondering if I could have a word with my client before you...
Well, I don't know what good it'll do you or him, but come ahead if you want to. Pete?
Yes, Sheriff?
Let this ex-lawyer into Groat's cage. I got to get things ready for the hanging.
You betcha, Sheriff.
I ain't seen any visitors today, least of all him.
Now, that's no way to be, Groat. You know I did everything humanly possible to get you off. We just didn't have a chance with that jury.
Not with you for a lawyer.
You seem to be forgetting, Groat, that on account of you, I lost my license to practice in this town. Trying to bribe a few witnesses for you. But now I'm willing to forget all about that, because I think I've got an idea that might get you a reprieve. Maybe a full pardon.
No, who do you think you're kidding?
Well, now, the territorial governor is pretty interested in Mary Whitecloud getting that school built.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with saving my hide?
You stole Mary Whitecloud's gold. And I thought that maybe if you told me where you hid it,
It won't work, Kylie. You'd be the last man in the world I'd ever tell.
You mean you don't want those Indian kids to have that school, even if it means saving your neck?
My neck's past saving, mister. Yeah, I'd like to help those Indian kids, sure. A guy who's gonna swing, he gets to thinking. Because he don't know what's gonna happen to him on the other side. But I wouldn't trust you to get that money back where it belonged, because you'd keep it and I'd hang anyhow.
You must think everyone is as crooked as you are.
Oh, not everyone. Hey, Blake! Come here! That Indian across the street over there, he was my partner.
Your partner?
Yeah, Blackhawk. He was in on that killing with me. No point in his going free when I got to hang. Well, go on out there and nab him. He's packing a $1,000 bounty.
$1,000?
Hey, what are you trying to pull? That isn't Blackhawk.
I know it.
Hey, Blake!
Raise him, Blackhawk. You're under arrest.
You make mistake, Deputy. Me not Blackhawk.
Steve Groat says you are. Let's get going. Wait till I tell the sheriff about this. Gosh, maybe we'll have a double hanging.
Me know you, Groat. You outlaw from Montana.
I remember you, too. You ride with a masked man.
Why you tell Deputy me Blackhawk?
Because I want you and the masked man to do me a favor?
My friend not help outlaw who kill and rob Indian girl.
That's just it. I'd feel a lot better about getting my neck stretched if I knew that the money I stole from Mary Whitecloud would get back where it belonged. Maybe that way I'd be able to rest easier.
You right to talk like that.
I'm gonna draw you a map, see? So you and the masked man can dig up that gold. But you've got to promise me one thing. That you finish that Indian school with the money.
Me give you my word.
I sure took a big chance capturing that Blackhawk alive. He's a poison mean Indian, he is.
You stupid fool, that ain't Blackhawk.
But he told me.
So I made a mistake.
Open up and turn him loose. Give him back his gun and his knife. He ain't got good sense.
Me understand, Sheriff.
Oh, I just paid him off. Maybe you better arrest me for assault and battery.
Get him out of here. Well, it's almost time. I hope you're ready.
I'm a lot more ready now than I was an hour ago, Sheriff.
Let's go.
He's the one that got the map.
He won't keep it long.
Track stopped, just like he went right straight up in the air.
He ain't got no wings yet. He pulled an old Indian trick. All we got to do is quarter around in a circle. You go that way and I'll go this way. We'll cross his path.
Now, according to Grote's map, he hid the gold in a pool of quicksand right over that ridge there.
That same quicksand pool we passed this morning.
Yes. Are you sure it was Black Hawk who was shooting at you?
Me sure, Kimasabi. And man with him was in cell when Grote handed me map.
We'd better get after that gold. Will you be all right if we leave you?
No, don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
Good. Grote was very clever, Tonto. If we're going to get to the goal, we've got to cross over that quicksand pool to the island.
Anybody fall into pool will die quick.
If Grote did it, so can we.
How we do it?
I've got an idea, Tonto. Sailor! Come on, big fella. Good boy. Silver, come on, boy. All right, back, boy. Back. Back, boy. Go on back. Go on back. Go on. Back, Silver. Hold him, Tonto.
Time we moved in.
No, wait. Let's make sure he digs up the gold first.
I've got it, Tonto!
Let's go.
Catch it!
Back, Silver. Make rope tight. Back. Back, Silver. Everything all right, Kimasabi?
Tonto, look out! Look out for the masked man! Drop it! I said drop it!
Now the other one.
Go ahead and plug him. What are you waiting for?
Gun makes noise. Now a knife. Nice and quiet. That evens up for the bad time you give me in Groton, Montana. Bye, mister! Now give me the gold.
No, we haven't got time for that now, Black Hawk. We'll do it later. Let's go.
I'm leaving. You ain't.
No, Black Hawk. Here. Steady, Silver! Back! Back! Back, Silver! Pull, boy! Silver, back! Back! Back, Silver! Back! Back, Silver! Pull! Back! Silver, back! Tonto, you all right? I'm going after Black Hawk. Take care of him. right, Black Hawk. This goal will help build Mary White Cloud School after all. But you and your friend won't be around to see it. I'll get going.
That's fine, Elmer. Well, I sure wish you men could stay around to see the building finished.
I do, too. With Black Hawk and that disbarred lawyer behind bars, I guess we owe you more than we could ever pay back. There's our reward, Sheriff. And I only wish Mary White Cloud could have seen it. She sacrificed her life for her people. And you kept her spark of faith alive with your loyalty and devotion. Well, Tonto, it's time we were hitting the trail. Adios.
You know, those two men saved my life and saved the school. And I didn't even get that masked man's name.
Names ain't important. It's what a man does that counts. And no man's done more for the West than the Lone Ranger.
Hail Silver! Away! The Lone Ranger. Hail Silver! A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Miss Abby, you've been quiet a long time.
Tonto, I've been enjoying the country, thinking how lucky we are to be here. It's a great heritage, isn't it? Makes you realize how the poet felt when he wrote, I love thy rocks and rills, thy woods and templed hills.
Drop your guns. I said drop them.
What's this all about, mister?
Just drop the guns and ride. You can get them back in 2 days from the Tallman City Post Office.
I'll circle and get behind you. Easy now, mister. Easy. You better come over here and sit down. What's the meaning of this, Mr.
Dubs. Walter Dubs. Are you outlaws?
No more than you are.
This mask is on the side of the law and always will be. I'm the Lone Ranger, and this is my Indian friend, Tonto.
I've heard of you. I'm awful sorry, mister, for everything. But mostly I'm sorry about Hannah's harp.
Harp?
Yeah, it's the only thing that Hannah ever really wanted. Kind of a dream it was ever since she was a little girl, listening to her aunt play one.
Hannah, your wife?
Uh-huh. Just the other day, I was watching her sitting in a chair and sewing, and thinking how beautiful she was, and how good a wife she'd always been to me.
What you dreaming about, Farmer?
About the farmer's wife. How lucky he is to have her.
You're lucky. Why, Walter, a man like you could have had any woman he wanted.
Haven't given you much.
Never wanted. Been fed and clothed and sheltered. And loved. Ain't a woman on earth could want for more than that.
That's how Hannah was. She made a man feel 10 feet high. But for 15 years, I'd been saving. And now, with her birthday just 2 months off, I had enough to buy her her dream. But I didn't have no money to pay the freight.
So I told Hannah I was going to drive to St. Louis on business. Things went fine until I'd gone about 200 miles and was getting near Tallman City.
Hey! Hey, you wild Indians! There's a wagon train! Come on, let's attack! Well, get out of here, you crazy little Maggie!
Heap sorry, Paleface. We Indians were just funnin'.
Funnin'? You young good-for-nothing.
Hey! Hey, look what I found!
You give that back, that's mine.
Oh, don't be stupid. We found it and we're gonna keep it.
Why don't you give the old geezer back his money, Wes? We don't need it no-how.
You're getting soft, Hacker. He's gonna pay me for this. Nobody whips a Tallman. All right, all of you, let's go. The drinks are on the old man.
I had no gun, so all I could do was watch him ride off with the money for Hannah's harp.
So you try to take our guns?
Mr. Dubs, this is something for the law to handle. I think we'd better ride in and have a talk with the sheriff.
I guess I was kind of sudden. Kind of childish, too. But I tell you one thing for certain. I'm gonna get that money back, one way or the other. And that's the way it was, Sheriff.
Description's easy. It was Wes Tallman and a bunch of the Diamond Tea Punchers.
Then let's get after him.
Now, Mr. Dubs, we don't want to cause any trouble over a little prank, do we?
Prank?
You mean robbery and assault, Sheriff?
Now, see here. I can't accuse Reese Tallman's son of that just on this man's say-so.
Sheriff, I knew Tallman owned this town, but I didn't know he owned you, too.
Men have died for talk like that.
I'm well aware of that, Sheriff. Mr. Dubs came here for justice. You're the law in this town. Your duty is clear.
All right, all right. We'll ride out and see Tallman if that's what you want.
It certainly is. I want you to stay in town. Find out all you can about Wes Tallman, where he's been and what he's done today.
May do that, Commissary.
Wes is a little high-spirited, Sheriff. You know that. But he likes his fun.
Sure, Mr. Tallman, I know.
Maybe I've given him a little too much range since his mother died. But a man's like that with his only son.
That don't settle a thing.
No. No, of course not. Well, let me see now. Wagon's worth about $20. Suppose we call it $50 to settle things.
Call it $300.
Now, Mr. Dubs. I know I'm a rich man, but don't get greedy.
10 for the wagon, 5 for the produce, and $285 in cash, what he stole from me.
My son doesn't steal.
Mister, he stole my purse.
You're a liar, Mr. Dubs. But then maybe it's worth it to get rid of.
You mean to keep that thieving son of yours out of jail?
Easy, Dubs.
No. You talked about justice. Well, good. Let's have some justice. I'm going to have your son arrested.
Get out, sodbuster.
Just a minute, Mr. Tallman. If he prefers charges, there's bound to be trouble.
Sheriff, get these trespassers off my ranch and tell them that, right or wrong, nobody puts a Tallman in jail.
That true, Sheriff?
Well, as long as Mr. Tallman pays Mr. Dubs, I see no reason.
For the wagon. Not a cent more.
Mr. Tallman, I think we'd better have a talk with your son.
What about, Masked Man?
About the money for Hannah's harp, you little thief.
Me? Look, Dad, I'll admit we were horsing around a little, but well, surely you don't believe
this.
this.
Of course not.
Can't you see, Dad?
He's just trying to bleed you a little bit.
Liar, tell the truth.
I'll tell the truth. Truth is that you're a grubby dirt farmer who never saw $5 in your whole life.
Liar! Liar!
Get a hold of yourself, Dubs. You too, Tallman. Who do you think you are trying to take the law into your own hands?
I'll show you who I am. If you're not off this ranch in 5 minutes, I'll have you roped and dragged off. Are you all right, son?
He tried to kill me, Dad.
You saw it, Wirt. I want this old buzzard thrown in jail on a charge of attempted murder. Come along, son.
Murder?
Murder.
Look here, Sheriff.
Well, you saw it too. He did try to kill Wes.
Well, he drove me to it. He beat me up. He stole my money. He lied.
This man is guilty of attempted murder. So is Tallman for trying to crack his skull with a gun.
Now, look here, mister. Reese Tallman swings a lot of weight around these parts. I'll have to take him in.
Very well, Sheriff. I can't interfere with the law. You can tell Reese Tallman for me. He'll never railroad this man to prison.
I'm gonna kill him.
You're going to stay right here until I can prove Wes Tallman's guilt.
I'll get out, and when I do...
Murder never solved anything. Now, you listen to me. I'm your friend. You said there was one man who objected to Wes Tallman taking your money. Did you hear his name?
Hacker. He called him Hacker. Now, will you leave me alone?
Kimasabi, restaurant man say Wes Tallman leave town this morning drunk and broke. And come back later with plenty money.
Good work, Tonto.
That's not proof, that's hearsay. You can't buck Reese Tallman without absolute proof.
And we'll get that proof. We're going to talk to an eyewitness. Come on, Tonto.
What did that Indian want? Come on, talk! What did he want? Saddle up and get a couple of the boys to follow us.
Kimasabi, Indian woman say Hacker sent the line camp at Alkali Spring.
That's 30 miles away.
Him sent far as possible. Me think Wes Tallman afraid him tell truth.
He's going to tell the truth, Tonto. Come on.
Hold up! All right, now throw out your guns. You're running a bad hunch, mister.
It doesn't matter if we ride on.
You're trespassing on Diamond T land. Now, the quickest way off is back the way you came.
We ride north.
No, Injun. You're wrong. You go back the way you came. Either in one piece or full of holes.
No point getting ourselves killed over an old farmer. Let's do what he says.
Who care about old farmer?
Now you're playing it smart. All right, now turn around and get moving.
Now, Tonto.
See that, mister? He missed. But I'll shoot your head off if you don't forget what you have in mind.
You're not scare us, boy.
We'll get Hacker and bring him back to testify against you.
No, mister. You get on your horse and go back the way you came. And if I ever see you on Diamond T land again, so help me, I'll bury you on it.
You'll see us. When you do, you'll be sorry you ever started anything you couldn't finish.
Your move.
Oh,
Still thinking about your wife?
we don't have no relatives. What's she gonna do without me? Who'll take care of her? It's all that Wes Tallman's fault. I'll kill him.
Take it easy, Dubs. You'll get a fair trial.
It's him that ought to be tried, not me.
Stop brooding, Art. Want some coffee?
Oh, I got something in my eye.
Here, let me see. Huh, I don't see nothing.
See this, can't you?
Now take it easy, Dubs. Take it easy. Mister, get me out of here. He's escaped. Dubs escaped. He tricked me, stole my gun.
Where key?
On the desk.
You know which way he went?
North, with the sound of the horse's hoofs towards the Talman ranch. He's got a rifle with him. I gotta warn Reese Talman the old man's gunning for his son.
You tell him that, he'll have 50 riders out to gun the old man down in his tracks.
It's my duty to warn him. Open the cell.
What we do, Misabi?
We've got to find Dubs before Talman finds him, or before he finds Talman. Either way, it'll be cold-blooded murder. Come on, Tonto.
Him leave trail here, Kimasabi, and go up trail.
There's a lot of hoof prints here.
Now, that wagon horse wear big shoes. Him plenty heavy and slow, too. We catch up pretty soon.
Dubs is armed and desperate. If we want to save his life, we have to trick him into giving himself up. I'll explain it to you as we ride. Dubs! It's me, the Ranger.
Stay where you are.
I've come to help you. You're on Talman's land. They'll gun us both down if they find us.
Get back.
Listen. You hear that?
Oh, no. You tricked me.
I had to, Dubs. By now, the whole Talman outfit is gunning for you.
What's the use? There ain't no justice, and I'm getting too old to fight.
You're fighting it the wrong way.
And you give up wrong way, too.
There is such a thing as justice. We're going to get it for you.
But not at point of gun.
All right, take me back. Take me back.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear you say. Tonto, how long will it take you to ride to Alkali Springs and bring Hacker back?
One day, if him talk.
He'll talk. That's why they sent him away. They're afraid he'll talk.
Who cares? I don't. It's not for me. It's for Hannah. Poor Hannah.
You not worry, mister. You not go to prison. And your Hannah, she get her harp yet. You see.
The Indian cares. He really cares.
Of course he does. All good men care when they see injustice done.
We've waited long enough. Order. I now declare this court in session. Bring in the prisoner.
Coming up, Your Honor.
Just a minute, Judge. Give me 1 more hour. What difference can it make?
You're out of order, mister. You said you'd have the witness here by sundown. All right, Dubs. You're charged with the vicious offense of felonious assault on the person of West Talman. Now tell me, do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Well, Oh, guilty, I guess.
No, Dubs. You're innocent until proven guilty.
One more word out of you and I'll hold you in contempt. As judge of this court, the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to...
I told you, Judge, my friend would be here.
Ah, me bring witness. Him say him see West Tallman take money.
You did, Hacker?
I sure did, Judge. It's a lie. Hacker's a bare-faced liar.
Am I? Take a look at his face. Ask him why he sent me into Alkali Springs when I told him I wouldn't lie for him.
No, Dad. Don't believe him. Then why did you run away?
Because it's true, Mr. Tallman.
True?
Arrest him, Wirt.
Stand back! No one arrested Tallman. Tallman. You young whelp!
Don't move anyone. He'll shoot. Come on, Tonto.
that never gives up.
All right, Wes. On your feet.
Ah, you cut now, boy. You catch yourself when you lie about Dubs.
Think it over, son. You bought your own ticket to prison with the money you stole from Mr. Dubs. On your way.
Oh, Walter, this is the most wonderful birthday surprise. I haven't had a birthday party since I was a little girl.
Well, reckon it's about time I fetched your present, Hannah. Tonto?
Present, too? Oh, I'm afraid he spoils me terrible sometimes. He thinks I don't know. Bet she brought me back a fancy handkerchief from St. Louis. He never forgets me.
Happy birthday, dear.
Happy birthday, Hannah.
Walter Dubs.
It's real, Hannah. It's real.
Real? A real heart. Oh, Walter.
I knowed it. I knowed she'd bawl.
From us, Hannah, happy birthday.
Oh, look, there's writing in it. It says, Happy Birthday, Hannah, from Tonto and the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away! The Lone Ranger. Fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
I'm sure the smoke came from this direction.
There, Kimasabi. What do you think happened, Kimasabi? Maybe outlaw ambush?
Well, it could be.
And driver probably flee horses and get away. There are tracks of Indian ponies.
Tonto, look.
Why you Taro? Blue Feather not kind of man to break peace treaty.
Well, I know. I don't understand it. I wonder why. Tonto.
Ah, war paint say them great warriors kill many men. But we never see this line of black before, Kimasabi. Fort Stevens not far. We take them there?
Tempers are running high at the fort. It might be wiser to turn them over to Indian justice.
But if Blue Feather decide to make war?
Blue Feather decides to make war. It's better we know about it now. We'll take these two to Blue Feather's camp. Lohane.
Shosho and I said. My pen. That's Shona. Lone Ranger and Tonto, great friends of Paiute Nation. Do right to bring renegade braves here. Indian council decide on punishment.
Then there was no thought of war in Blue Feather's heart?
Blue Feather, man of peace. Signed paper in blood. No war, masked man.
On forehead of brave who attack us, there was black line. What it mean, Blue Feather?
You call us friends, yet you will not answer.
1, 2, 3 moons ago, when Blue Feather signed paper of peace, many Paiute think him wrong. Say him traitor. Say Indian must fight for land. These men form band. Paint black on forehead. Black for death. Black for war.
Who leads these men?
Running Horse.
Your brother?
Running Horse grow wiser soon.
I know how you feel, Chief.
Blue Feather protect his red brother. But Blue Feather have many brothers. Red, white. Is it fair to protect only one brother at expense of all?
Blue Feather talk to Running Horse soon.
Time for talk is past.
I have spoken.
As you wish. It grows late. Tonto and I have many miles to ride.
Where you go, masked man?
To the fort. To speak with Colonel Wickstrom.
You tell white soldiers about attack on wagon?
I will. But I'll tell them, too, that the Braves will be punished. That Blue Feather is a chief who loves justice.
Return soon, masked man.
Ben Murray! Heard you were going back east. Change your mind?
No, I'm just waiting for a wagon train. Don't much take the idea of striking out on my own.
You take any parties out lately, Ben?
Why not? You're still the best guide in the Southwest.
No more, mister. No more.
Come on, Tonto.
And I tell you, Colonel, I'm getting sick of this waiting. My sister and I have very important business in San Carlos, and we intend to take care of it whether you approve of the trip or not.
Mr. Walker, this isn't Philadelphia. This is a western frontier. Of course, if I could spare a military escort...
We do not need a military escort, sir.
Then you're one of the bravest men I've ever met, or one of the most foolish.
Colonel! It's all right, Miss Sally. These men are friends of ours. Welcome back to Fort Stevens, Mr. Tonto.
Colonel.
Good to see you again, Colonel Wickstrom.
Thank you. These young folks are just out from the east about a week ago. Jed Walker and his sister, Miss Sally. Tonto and the Lone Ranger.
How do you do?
The Lone Ranger? Oh, but I thought you were a legend. I mean, I didn't think you were real. Well,
we understand this.
Well, maybe you'd help us understand. What's supposed to be so terrible about not wanting a military escort?
2 reasons, Mr. Walker. In the first place, the territory between here and San Carlos is nearly all desert. And if you've never been alone on the desert before, you don't know how easy it is to become lost. In the second place, the Paiutes are on the warpath again. Colonel, we found a burning wagon.
Blue Feather not to blame. Attack made by renegades.
Did you talk to him?
Yes. He claims it was his brother. But Blue Feather says he can calm him down.
Well, who cares if he can or not? What's an occasional redskin anyway?
An occasional redskin?
All right, Mr. Walker, since you've got your mind made up, and the Colonel can't offer you an escort, Tonto and I'll go along for protection.
I don't need protection, and I don't want protection. Can any of you get that through your heads? Colonel, my sister and I are leaving here tomorrow morning at 7 sharp. Good day to you, sir. Come along, Sally.
I'm sorry.
I understand this.
Your brother not no danger on desert.
Oh, I think he does, though he won't admit it. It's just the way he is.
You see, Miss Sally, sometimes the braver a man acts, the more unsure he is.
Oh, you're quite right. I think I can tell you in confidence. Jed has been looking for a guide, on his own.
Then maybe him find guide on his own.
Sally!
I think everything will be all right, miss.
Oh, thank you both very much.
Bye.
Bye. What do you mean Walker will find a guide? Why, there hasn't been one guide at this fort for over a month.
Yeah, one here now.
Who?
Ben Murray.
Ben Murray? Oh, no. Ben is through. Did you know that Ben went all to pieces after that fracas last March? Why, there were 18 people killed in that party. He told me himself that he turned tail and ran when the Paiutes attacked. No, sir, you'll never get Ben to go out again.
Colonel, I know it isn't going to be easy.
Well, why try?
Because it's the only way for Ben to get his courage back. And because Tonto and I think he's worth saving.
Well, suppose he runs away from the Walkers, too.
Them intend to go alone in the first place.
Besides, we'll be in shooting distance.
Then you're just going to follow.
That's right.
Why you two want to stick your necks out is certainly beyond me, but I guess you make it a habit of doing that, huh? Well, I can't stop you, and I don't suppose I would if I could. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Colonel. Come on, Tonto, we'll try and find Ben.
Adios.
You're a hard man to find, Ben.
Maybe I don't want to be found.
We've got a job for you.
I'm not interested.
How you know that? You're not here yet.
All right, what is it?
Guide for a party going to San Carlos.
Well, now, you're just full of jokes, aren't you?
You know, Ben, I thought I knew you. Now I'm not so sure.
Why not? I'm a coward. It's simple. There's nothing complicated about that.
You're wrong, Ben. Cowardice is the most complicated thing on this earth.
Ben, you're not first man to run from fight.
I don't care about the others. I'm concerned with me.
How long is this going to keep up?
What?
This self-pity.
Now, I think you're going too far, mister.
You made a mistake last March. You run away. That's all over now.
Still running, Ben?
No.
Well, that's the first of the battles. Coming back to face the truth.
Look, you were right when you said you didn't understand me. Mister, I can't take any more wagon trains west.
Ben, there's a boy and girl going to San Carlos tomorrow. They need a guide. They might die if you don't help them.
And they'll have to die.
All right. Guess we were wrong. Come on, Tonto.
Mister. Never mind.
Well, mister, it looks like you made a mistake. Ben would have been here long before this if your talk had done any good.
Give him time, Colonel.
Yeah, Ben needs more than time.
Give me something.
Howdy.
Hello.
You Jed Walker?
Yes?
I hear you're headed for San Carlos.
That's right.
Do you need a guide?
Well, yeah, I suppose we could use one.
My name's Murray. Ben Murray.
Pleased to know you. Murray.
Yeah, that's right.
Seems I've heard that name somewhere before. Murray. Oh, Sally. I want you to meet our new guide, Mr. Ben Murray. It's my sister.
It's a pleasure, Miss Walker.
Mr. Murray?
All right, Murray.
Huh?
Either way.
Yeah.
Now, then be out of port soon.
Come on, Tonto.
Just a minute. You know, the Spanish have a wonderful phrase for occasions like this, but I can't think
Vaya con Dios.
That's it. Go with God.
Ooh.
How's it look?
It's empty, and that's good. There's a water hole up ahead about a mile and a half. We'll stop there for a bit.
Yeah.
How far have we come, Mr. Murray?
Oh, 50, 60 miles.
Hot.
It'll get worse.
Murray. Still think I've heard that name somewhere before.
Oh?
Ben Murray. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I read somewhere last spring about a guy who ran away and... You? Was that you, mister?
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon it was.
Oh, fine. Well, that just makes things dandy.
Jed, for heaven's sake.
The West, the land of the brave. I swear I don't understand you people. All you have to do to win this whole new territory is to run a few savages off it. Instead, you run. You hide. You tremble like whipped dogs.
Jed, please. Mr. Murray, look. What is it?
Pirate smoke.
What talk?
Well, now, don't you fret, Ben boy. If there's any trouble, Sally and I'll take care of it. You just run along.
Walker, you're about the biggest fool I ever did see. Bar none, the biggest. I don't know what you think an Indian attack is like, but mister, you better pray you never find out. Now, let's get going.
War signals, Kimasabi.
Ben's moving on. We better stay as close to them as possible. Come on. Better not look.
Him hurt bad, Kimasabi?
He'll be all right, Tonto. You'd better take over.
Mister, there's no way we can thank you.
Forget it, Ben. How do you feel?
I'm hanging on.
Walker's lost a lot of blood. We'll have to rest for a while before we go on to San Carlos.
I know a place about a quarter of a mile from here. Guarded on 3 sides. We ought to be safe there for a while anyway.
Let's go. We'll rest here for a while. Over there, Tonto.
What do the drums mean? Are they going to attack again?
No, not yet. Not as long as the drums keep beating. It's when they stop.
Maybe there's still one way out of here, Kimasabi.
You mean Blue Feather?
Ah, maybe me can get through to him. Maybe him come back here before dawn with braves.
Tonto? You'd risk your own life to save us? To save me? You, an Indian?
All men are brothers, Mr. Walker. Some have red skin, some have black skin, some have white skin, but we all brothers. Me go now, Kimasabi.
Be careful, Tonto.
It's about time for me to take a look out, mister. Everything normal?
Seems to be, Ben.
Yeah, you get yourself some rest. I'll call you in an hour or so.
All right.
What do the drums mean? Are they going to attack again?
No, not yet. Not as long as the drums keep beating. It's when they stop. When they stop. No, not yet. As long as the drums keep beating. It's when they stop.
final battle, Ben. Never have to fight it again.
You saw me,
Yes.
but you didn't call out.
It was a contest within yourself. Nobody else had any business in it. You won, and that's the way it had to be.
It's gonna be dawn pretty soon. I wonder if Tonto made it.
I wonder.
Mister? What's wrong? Something's different.
The drums have stopped, Jed.
Then they'll be attacking soon.
I'll help.
No,
I'll help
Walker.
you.
No, you stay here with your sister. We'll take care of things.
Aren't you afraid?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared stiff.
So am I. Funny, I never was able to admit that to myself before. I was too busy hiding it, so I had to talk big. I always knew there was some I couldn't fool. I don't expect you'll understand me, Murray. Only to forgive me.
All right.
Now, Ben, how do you feel?
I feel like I've got 3 heads, but I think I'll live.
All renegades now captured, masked man. Blue Feather wrong. Tonto right. One brother not worth many lives.
This is the way it had to be, Blue Feather.
Travel is now safe in Paiute country. No more attacks, no more war, thanks to masked friend.
And to the great chief of the Paiutes. Well, Ben, you and Jed are all right. Tonto and I'll be riding on.
I feel better than I've ever felt in my life, mister.
Sure owe you a debt of thanks, mister. For everything.
Good luck in San Carlos. Adios.
What wonderful men. Do you think we'll ever see them again?
Sure we will. If we ever need their help. That's one thing I finally learned, Miss Walker. You can always depend on Tonto and the Lone Ranger.
I'll Silver! Away!
The Lone Ranger.